What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that you guys are having an amazing Monday. It's a beautiful day. I'm getting caught up on all the content. So, Questlove, a musician who I love and highly respect, I see him and the Roots doing their thing, on nighttime TV, right? And then they travel. I know he just made an appearance on Abbott Elementary. So shout out to Questlove. I absolutely love him, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to highlight what he said, because he is such a respected musician. He said that nobody won the war between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. He said hip hop is truly dead. So this is what he wrote specifically on his IG. He said, nobody won the war. This wasn't about skill. This was a wrestling match level mudslinging and takedown by any means necessary. Women and children in actual facts be deed. Some audience wanting blood will soon put up RIP posts like they weren't part of the problem. Hip hop is truly dead. So this is where I respectfully disagree, right? I think that this rap battle between Kendrick Lamar and Drake, first, rap battles have been occurring since the origin of the art form. Okay. So even Will Smith, he said, and I think hip hop, of course, just celebrated their 50th anniversary, because a lot of people said that hip hop, when it first came on the scene, that, it was a fad, it was fleeting. No, it is, not only one of the biggest known musical genres, but it's one of the most lasting. But we can look back at rap battles through history. We can look at the B-boys when they would go out to the clubs in the 80s and have dance battles, right, to hip hop beats. We can look at beatboxing, who was the best beatboxer. We can look at battle rappers, everybody. Even, Will Smith said that people were battle rapping in regards to how they walked, how they talked, how they dressed, everything. LL Cool J. We had, Ice Cube with No Vaseline. We had Jay-Z and Nas with Ether. Okay. And even though I feel like Jay-Z is more commercially successful, Nas tore him up with Ether, right? Ice-T, okay, was a battle rapper. He is now gone from being, he was a pimp back in the day, and now he's playing a cop on Law and Order SVU. Just, seeing how the times change. But battle rap, Roxanne Shante, Queen Latifah, Yo Yo, MC Light, all these ladies, right? Lady of Rage, I would consider her a battle rapper. Remy Ma, she had a whole show about battle rapping. And then it became really like commercial. So they took the dozens, and then Nick Cannon commercialized that with Wildin' Out. Okay. So battle rap to me has been a true staple throughout rap. It is something that, people have, and I again, I can't even think of everything. I mean, Eminem, he made a whole movie about 8 Mile with him battle rapping in Detroit, okay, the underground. It's just a staple in our community. It is what it is. It's a staple of rap. What it is two poets, right, going back and forth to each other. You can take that all the way back to, Shakespeare, and even before that, literature, people going back and forth, writing, letters, having duels, literal ones, right? It didn't just start with Bridgerton, but they would actually count them out, pace them out, whether it was different weapons, pow-pows or swords or whatever the case may be. So wherever, humanity and people, especially men with egos, and then, again, not even men, but a lot of ladies in the game too, shout out to them. There's always going to be battle rap. I don't understand what would make him say that, other than the fact that, I think it took a back seat after what happened, unfortunately, with Biggie and Tupac, because that was so detrimental to our culture. We lost, both of these really talented young men in their 20s. And the fact that, it didn't become just Biggie versus Tupac, it became a whole East Coast versus West Coast, like a huge, facet of our country were going at each other. So now everybody, all the West Coast rappers, Snoop and Ice Cube and, everybody from Cali rallied behind Tupac. And then we had over here with Biggie, we had, all the East Coast rappers behind him. And when you think about that the loss of both of their lives was such a devastation that I feel like battle rap took a back seat for quite a while. However, what I will say is this: Kendrick's song Not Like Us, and I'm going to make a whole separate video about it. And I believe that he's allowing people to have reaction videos. Without the copy mark and trademark so that they can get paid and get, some money. But um, shout out to K Dot for that. Number one. Number two, I have not seen people come together like this since the Montgomery Brawl of last year in August. Like, people have been making dances to Not Like Us. They have been in karaoke bars, having concerts, blasting it everywhere. I've been hearing it everywhere. I've been seeing it everywhere, all up and down my social media timeline. And it's really brought a lot of the community together. That's what rap is about, right? It's about bringing people together. Even battle rap, right? It would draw crowds and people would, you know, go back and forth and hone their craft because it's essentially a young man's game, right? Young person, I should say, at least when you're up and coming. But yeah, I just saw an Oscar Mayer ad about BBL Drizzy, and that's Oscar Mayer. You know what I mean? These are established multi-million dollar corporations. Not only is hip hop not dead, it's thriving and it's going into a lot of commercial avenues. I see so many multimedia corporations and multi-million dollar, billion dollar corporations use AAVE, which is African American Vernacular English, or our vernacular English, in their marketing, in their advertising. They're spending huge amount of money, like a huge amount of money, huge dollars to tap into the pop culture market to make themselves, more marketable to a younger target audience because they want younger audiences for a long period of time, right? They want to be cross generational. They want that long lasting money. If you can, get someone interested in you in their youth, typically they'll ride with you throughout their lives and then even look back and still rock with you for the nostalgia. So, hip hop, in my opinion, I think that, it's definitely thriving. Now, I will say that I was really um, displeased at the fact that so many of the women and children caught strays when they were talking about DV, when Kendrick, addressed one of his diss records to Drake's son Adonis, and he's like, Adonis, I'm so sorry, that's your father, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Um, I don't like when people bring women and children into it, but I do understand that that's a facet of battle rap, right? You're going to bring in someone's, you know, their closest relationships in order to hurt that person, in order to, have the diss that you want in battle rap. So at that point, I mean, people understand it is what it is. I don't think you should ever bring kids into it. That's just my opinion, but I'm not a battle rapper. Um, but I don't think the battle rap or hip hop is dead at all. If anything, it's dominating right now. It's not only dominating, you know, in our culture, in our community, but K-pop. If you look at Korea, their whole genre of K-pop is based in hip hop. If you look at, what's going on in England, what's going on in Africa, all these different rappers and different genres, they're all based in hip hop and rap. It is one of the biggest commercial exports that comes out of the USA. and is thriving, in my opinion. But that's just me. But again, no disrespect to Questlove. I love him. I think that he's a brilliant drummer. I love the roots. I'm so glad that he is, making his voice known, because he's a lot closer to, being a hip hop musician himself. So if he feels like it's dead, it's unfortunate, but of course he's entitled to his feelings. I just feel differently. But, that's the great thing about hip hop, right? People have different feelings, different, um, opinions. So I want to hear from you. What is your opinion? Do you agree with Questlove? Do you think that hip hop is truly dead, or do you agree with me? Do you think that it's thriving and it's being, used in commercial settings and multi-million dollar media campaigns, and it's pretty much setting the world on fire. I haven't seen people come together like this, like I said, in a very long time with Kendrick's Not Like Us. So shout out to him. But you guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, aces. Bye.